Hey everyone, hope you all are well. We have normalized so many things that I'm not sure if it is a good idea. The more I think about it, the more I feel about it, I feel like we have normalized some unhealthy things. Welcome back everyone, welcome back to Soft Rebuild, where we talk about how do we consciously rebuild our lives softly but surely and strongly. There are so many areas of our life. I want to talk about 4 of those today where I feel like we've normalized things that are not so healthy. So number 1 is normalizing pain with painkiller all the time. I'm not saying we should never have painkiller. Sometimes it's very, very important and you can't do things without a painkiller. That is okay, but as soon as getting a fever, getting a painkiller, or having a little bit of a pain and having a painkiller is probably not the best idea. It's probably not healthy. Again, I'm not a doctor, but something that I have lived as an experience. My grandfather, every time he used to get fever, he would, in the heat. So I grew up in India, and in the heat, he would turn the fans off, right? So this was at the time where air conditioners were not popular or they were not affordable. He would turn the fan off. He would lie down in his bedroom, sweat his fever out, and within 2 days he would be fine. So I learned the same thing in the whole family, joint family we grew up in. I was the only one who was practicing what my grandfather did, and I used to feel the same. I honestly feel that we should allow our bodies to heal ourselves. Bodies do have self-healing ability. So if we eat medications too often, our bodies lose the ability of self-healing. So bring back the self-healing into your life rather than eating painkillers and normalizing that part of numbing your pain by having strong painkillers and have another one because that one doesn't work anymore. So I personally find that dangerous. I recall my grandmother having medications after medications and going to the doctor saying, I want stronger than this, I want stronger than that. And the doctor said, I've got nothing else left. So how sad it was to live like that, right? So let's not normalize that. Let's normalize dealing with the pain and actually getting the doctor or, whoever your practitioner is to fix the problem, the cause, not the symptom. Let's not normalize fixing the symptom. Let's normalize fixing the cause. The second one is we have normalized not feeling the pain. As soon as somebody is sad, they get onto their phone, they get onto their reels rather than actually sitting with yourself and processing what's happened, or do something that's healing, do a sport, do your art. So I guess personally, every time I've been emotionally upset or sad, my son knows and he'll say, Mom, can you go to the art room? You got to go there, otherwise I'll be in trouble. So it's nice when you have something that's healthy option when you're sad. It's very easy for me to just lie down on the bed and get onto the reels. My mom would sometimes do that. Like, come on, Mom. You've got to set right example for your grandson. Don't be on your phone or iPad. So, again, we've just normalized those things. It takes effort to get up and go and do art or sport, but that's healthy. Getting onto the phone and watching reels, it's not going to give you a good night's sleep. It's not going to refresh your mind. Your body is a temple. You're sacred. Don't harm it, please. Number 3, we've normalized. Again, this is more I am seeing. I'm completely different from my son in this regard. So I can sit for a long time and read a book. Okay, without technology. I would love if the phone is not near me. I'm very happy reading a book for hours. Whereas if I get my son to do that, he would not be able to sit for long to read a book. So I have to force him pretty much for 30 minutes, sit with me and let's read together. Interestingly, I came to Australia maybe about 20 years ago. I came to Australia And what I noticed in this country was something beautiful. I would see kids reading a book on the train while I was going to work and they were heading to school. So they would all have a book in their hands. Or maybe I saw some different kids, I don't know. But at that time, it was not very common for kids to be on the phones. And now when I say to my son, but that's how it used to be even in Australia, and, let's not talk about India. So he said, now, Mum, if you read a book in your school bus, you talk about you. It was sad to know that it's normal to not read a book rather than having your AirPods all the time in your ears. Maybe I'm old school, very old school, but I feel like I would rather listen the sounds of nature than sound of music into my ears all the time. So let's not normalize not reading books. My last one for today is constant multitasking. This has been normalized for a very long time, and I don't know when we will stop it. It might be something that you can't stop altogether, but you can slowly start getting aware about this and start training yourself not to multitask. Now, if you asked me this question 5 years ago, how else am I supposed to finish my work if I don't multitask? So I'll be on the phone to the school while I'm eating, or I'll be doing something work related while I'll be having 5 minutes quick lunch. But more and more I multitask, the more I feel like my brain gets tired sooner in the day, which is not ideal. By the time in the evening you're with your family, you're grumpy. I guess I'm talking about me here. I'm grumpy if I'm multitasking too many things. So an example comes to my mind. So this was my maybe second or third job here in Australia. And we were in a team meeting. So it was a medical practice, and the practice manager I was an account, so it didn't really deal with me, but I was quite not surprised at that time. But now when I think about it, it's like, we've normalized multitasking. So she'd say, if you're on the call with the client, just don't sit and get other things done while you're on the phone or you're on the hold. So I get it. When you're on hold, you can have it on the thing and, do your other stuff, from efficiency point of view in a business. However, when you're on the call with the client and you're doing other things, you're not present with either thing. Any human would make a mistake in one of those things. Either we will not be present on that call, or we will not do the work properly that we are doing. We all say when we do multitasking, and I was a big advocate of multitasking, that I'm able to do more, but I'm at a point where the more I'm multitasking, the more it's impacting of me being present in one task and doing it properly. So whether it's work or it's personal, when you're with your clients, just be with your client. When you're with your family, be with your family, be present, listen. And when you're with yourself, be with yourself, right? So let's try not to normalize things that are not healthy for us. These are just few examples. Let's just slow down, bring the boring stuff from our childhood back into the norm. There are a lot of things that might not be possible to bring 100%, but let's bring some moments of them back. So let's just say you've got a headache today and you know that tomorrow is your day off. See if you can deal with it without having a painkiller, and you can actually sleep in. Maybe replace your painkiller by a nice sleep, or by a massage, or something more natural, or nature walk. You don't know what's going to help you. So the more you listen to your body, and the better it is going to be for your health. Let's bring our humanness back into our lives. Let's spend more time with each other. Spend more time with yourself. Normalize healthy stuff. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Remember, you're not broken. You are becoming. You chose to pause. You chose to feel. You chose to rebuild. You are loved. You are seen. You matter. I believe in your rise and the soft power of healing on your own terms. So go inwards and rediscover the beauty that's been with you all along.